Did you notice there is this counterintuitive trend happening right now? Legacy tools are being brought back. Adobe Animate is probably the perfect example. Back in February, Adobe announced they were retiring Animate, and that's when things got really interesting. Stick with us till the end because we've been down a similar road. With a twist. We brought back a legacy tool of our own right in the middle of the AI era, so we have thoughts. In early February, Adobe sent every Animate subscriber an email saying the software would be discontinued on March 1st. A 25-year-old tool still quietly running inside active productions at Netflix and studios you'd recognize, gone, just like that. As a replacement, Adobe pointed everyone towards Adobe Express. Animators weren't confused, they were offended. And within 48 hours, the pushback was everywhere. Archived work people were about to lose access to, live productions flagged, a petition going around, and eventually Adobe's own senior director walking it back on Reddit. The verdict was Animate stays, no features, no roadmap, but it stays. The community made its position very clear, and that proves to be so underestimated and so powerful. And speaking of animation, there is more irony in all of this. Studio Ghibli, because you can't talk animation and not have them top of mind, they hand-draw animation, every frame built from pencil and paper, thousands of decisions per second of film. Miyazaki has literally called AI-generated animation an insult to life itself, and then in 2025, the entire internet used GPT-4 to turn everything into a Ghibli image in one prompt. We bet you remember. The biggest AI image trend of the year was built on the aesthetic of that one animator who despises AI the most. Anyway, there is a long spectrum between the two, and what we're interested in over here is a more pragmatic approach, and that is animated banner ads. The reason it matters is that most banner ads don't need 20 years of craft, they do need one thing, to earn half a second of attention from someone who's already scrolling past. That comes with its own discipline and with its own tools. And following this counterintuitive flow, we're jumping from anime to animated banners. Bear with me, here is where our story fits. Bannersnack launched back in 2008 as the original online banner maker. In 2021, the plan was to retire it. There was a full migration plan, a new platform, everything mapped out. But something unexpected happened. As accounts started moving over, users pushed back. They didn't want to leave. And even with no accounts being created, no updates, no reminders, people kept logging in for 4 years. This wasn't resistant to change, it was trust in something that consistently delivered. So in 2025, we brought it back. Again, the power of community. So as mentioned at the beginning of the video, Adobe Animate seems to be winding down, still around but not really being developed anymore. Bannersnack is going the other way. We keep building because the work our users do keeps getting bigger. Running display and social campaigns today mean animating a lot of creatives. Sizes, formats, variations, animations that moves with intention across a whole set. In Bannersnack you have two ways to get there. If you want full control, ease types, twin curves, the custom option. It's all there, and we'll link a tutorial on that in the description. But today we're focusing on shortcuts because when working with large volume, that's what you might need. Magic Animator applies a full animation template to every element on your design in one click. Pick one, preview it, and if you like it, apply it. Here is Alpha, everything fades in together, clean and simple. And over here is Bounce, if you want a bit more personality. You can go further with the built-in and build-out presets. Applied per element, you have more control over how things enter and exit the banner. There's also a middle animation library for the things that should keep moving once they've landed. But today, we're focusing on the latest presets, and here is what's new in Bannersnack. There are a couple of animations for text specifically. We have Typewriter, pretty self-explanatory, types your text out character by character, ideal for CTAs, offers, urgency lines. The viewer stays because the read is still arriving. For text as well, there is Clarify. Clarify starts blurred and sharpens into focus, makes the headline feel earned. Probably the most effective one for copy-heavy layouts. As for presets for any element, as images, buttons, shapes, there is a new one called Wipe, reveals content directionally. The product arrives, the offer lands. Fly brings elements in with direction and intent. The eye gets there before the brain decides to look. Slit is a sharp, precise split reveal. High energy contain works well where fly is a bit too much. Step builds the layout element by element for multi-message banners where what arrives first carries the whole story. Saving the most fun one for the last, wiggle. Now with the new motion timing controls, just enough motion to make people notice without overdoing it. Well, we did overdo it. So yeah, reviving a legacy tool in the middle of the AI era, counterintuitive, maybe, but the demand is there. Nostalgia, resistance to change, a case of if ain't broken, we'll leave it up to you. What we've learned on both sides of this story is that the tools worth keeping aren't the loudest or the newest, they're the ones people quietly or not so quietly refuse to stop using. That being said, give Bannersnack a try and subscribe for more advertising-related content. See you around.